who is the top team in the West, the Jazz or the Warriors, I'm going to tell you who I think is better and why I'm not panicking about the Miami Heat getting blown out at home against the Boston Celtics. And finally, how you are going to get paid to watch this one. Let's get it.
This is Enough Said Sports.
Hey guys, I hope all is well in your world. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports as we come to you with another preview and prediction video for the NBA here on YouTube. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day or your evening to support us here on YouTube. It means the world to us. Thank you. If you like this sort of content, please also join us on Patreon. It is the first link in the description box below. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports and get all of our NBA exclusive picks. It is only $20 a month for all our NBA content, so definitely check us out. We have different tiers on there as well. We do NFL also and the college football game, so definitely check us out there. But if you just like the NBA, I'm telling you, you're going to make that back in one night. We had a good night last night. Very, very solid with the totals. We did pretty good. So definitely building something here and definitely show us some love and support over there. We definitely need it. Thank you again so much for taking the time out to check us out over there as well. Now, I want to talk to you about a matchup that's coming on tonight. It's unfortunate that it's coming on NBA TV. It's probably a matchup that should be coming on prime time on ABC, but I think college football is in that slot for right now. But it's the Utah Jazz going up against the Miami Heat in a heavyweight showdown. I am looking forward to this particular matchup for sure. It's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the points in this one is Miami is favored by 3.5. And the total is 213 in this particular contest. As you all well know who have been watching the NBA, the Utah Jazz have been deadlocked in a battle at the top of the Western Conference with the Golden State Warriors. They have separated themselves from the rest as far as being a credible candidates to be the top team in the Western Conference. The Western Conference is pretty good still, but these two teams have definitely separated themselves. I would say this. I would give Golden State the slight advantage here over the Utah Jazz right now at this moment, just simply because of one thing. The Golden State Warriors have championship DNA, and I've mentioned it and I've talked about it before here on this channel. It's something that is an underrated trait. Is an underrated trait for these NBA teams, NFL teams, any sports team. You cannot underestimate the heart of a champion. And I'm telling you, the championship DNA is something about being there, doing that, and knowing how to win. And the Golden State Warriors have won multiple championships. They're poised. They look unbelievably formidable right now. Jordan Poole is coming along. Klay Thompson is coming back into this mix. We'll see if they can incorporate the second overall pick, James Wiseman, back into the fold. We'll see what ends up happening there. But this Golden State team, just has a little bit more overall firepower, and it's got a little bit more championship prowess than the Utah Jazz. That's not to disparage the Utah Jazz, though. The Utah Jazz are an excellent basketball team, and they're going to be heard from in the Western Conference, and it may very well be the Utah Jazz versus the Golden State Warriors for the right to go to the NBA Finals, because they certainly look significantly better than everybody else in the Western Conference. Now, switching over to the Miami Heat, they are also an excellent team, as you all well know who watch the NBA. I'm going to tell you why I'm not overreacting to what happened to the Miami Heat up against the Boston Celtics last time out. I had said it in my lead-up video about that particular contest. At some point, in the NBA, there's 82 games in this season. And no matter how excellent of a team that you are, you're bound to have a hiccup in the road. You're not going to cover every single night. It's just not going to happen. It's just the law of averages. You're going to come out, you're going to be flat, you're not going to shoot the ball well. Whatever the case may be. I think there was a little bit of that operating here up against the Boston Celtics. And I also think the Heat were looking forward to this matchup that they got going on tonight, to be completely honest with you, because when you look at how Miami has performed up against the so-called heavyweights, they go to Brooklyn and they smack them in the mouth in Brooklyn, and they took care of the Milwaukee Bucks at home in a very, very impressive fashion, blew them off the floor. Now, granted, Milwaukee, obviously has had its injury issues and has been injured and all that good stuff. And we saw what happened to them last night up against New York Knicks. Nevertheless, the Miami Heat are all about making statements. And this is a statement game. And this kind of plays right into their wheelhouse. So I'm not going to overreact to what happened to them. It's the NBA, guys. It's going to happen. 82-game season. It's going to happen to every single team at least a few times where they're going to come out and they're going to be flat and just not going to have it that night. And, it's just going to, unfold the way that it did. Now, talk about tonight. Let's talk about that really quick. Obviously, Miami is favored by 3.5 at home. We got that total sitting up there at 213. Now, in this particular contest, guys, here's my thoughts. This one was a tough one for me because I know how excellent these Utah Jazz are. But a couple factors are going to make me go with the Miami Heat here. One, they were blown out last time by the Boston Celtics there at home. And I believe that had a lot to do with the fact that, they were looking ahead to this Utah Jazz team and this particular matchup. And I think they'll be ready. And I'm looking at their big game history so far in this young season. When it's time to make a statement, the Miami Heat make it. And I think they're going to make it again here up against these Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz have been on a long road trip, okay? And the longer the road trip gets, the harder it is to win. I expect Donovan Mitchell to be back tonight, which will be a good thing for the Utah Jazz. But I also expect the Miami Heat to play significantly better than they played prior. So I'm going to go with the Miami Heat here in this spot. I'll take Miami minus 3.5 on the point with the points. I think it's going to be really close as far as covering, but I think Miami covers this one and takes care of these Utah Jazz. And I'll take the over 213. That one, it was a tough one for me. But I believe that these two teams, I think Miami's going to shoot so much better than they shot last time out that it'll run the score up a little bit and make it a little bit higher. Miami has tended to play lower scoring games all year. I think they break out tonight. And I think that although Miami is very, very good defensively, I think Utah will have their way a little bit because they also shot poorly last time out, even though they won up against the Atlanta Hawks. I think that is something that's going to happen to play itself out as well. So I like the Utah Jazz to score some points, but I like the Miami Heat to barely cover this thing, maybe by 5-6 points. It's going to be tight, I believe. So that's what I got, guys. Really appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Utah Jazz fans, talk to me. Do you think that your team is in fact better than the Golden State Warriors? And then Miami Heat fans, are you a little bit nervous about tonight after getting blown out by Boston? Should I be worried about you? And then also, guys, let me know what you think about the pick itself. Really appreciate all the support. And like I said in the top of the video, you like this sort of content, check us out on Patreon. It's in the link. The first link in the description box below. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports. Thank you and have a wonderful day.